Hey guys, this is Segef with Frontlinetactic, and doing a Kenshi patch update, which I haven't done in a really long time. So what brought with 0.99.0 was the fact that it was the fourth quarter of the map was added, which is kind of end game, and which is where I'm on the cusp of actually traveling to. Oh, looks like you can't. Alright, there we go. Alright. There's still some bugs. This is experimental patch. So I'm still on the cusp of traveling to the fourth quarter, so I'm almost there. So added a few missing armor crafts, so apparently there's going to be more patterns for armor. I guess there was 2 inaccessible towns, so you need to import your game to fix that. Fix staff reach. There was a complaint a couple weeks ago about staffs being just ridiculously overpowered. And then one of the things I'm excited for is my boy Ant here, front and center. He now has a shirt slot, which I will literally do that. It doesn't fit right. They still need to do some of the, what's it called, bit mapping or whatever it is. I'm sorry, I'm not like a coder or graphic design for video games, so I don't know all the terms. So it looks off still, but hey, you know what? He got a shirt, which I've wanted the Hivers to be able to do for a long time now. So hooray for Ant. He has a shirt. And what else did they do? Weird patch note is rugs no longer are a made item now. They are purchasable as a cosmetic, and then you take them back to your house. Oh, and then I'll show you something else that I noticed today. This is just going to be an ass whooping. These guys, first time running into these guys. These guys are absolutely brute looking dudes. They're called the Guerrilla Bandits, and they're just do martial arts. Their stats are pretty freaking impressive. So yeah, I'll show you what I'm talking about in a second. Let's get some swings off. Well, there's the dodge that I mentioned. That's one of the newer changes since I last. There we go. Alright. So, check that out. It's back. This happened back in the day when the Kenshi first came out. Was it actually would show you some of their math formula and stuff like that. And so, I don't know, like, which is which, like, skill versus, like, raw damage versus skill damage, or, you know, the minuses, I'm assuming, is, like, toughness and defensibility or armor. So, I kind of like it. It's kind of cool. I kind of miss the math that they used to show on hits. And so it shows me stomach and then the damage taken off. So I can actually just look at it right there and be like, oh, that new red chunk is this line of text right here. I like that, but that's just me. I like that level of information given. That way I can see where they're hitting. That way I don't have to constantly click. And let this play out for a second. See. As that fades off, left leg 30 plus 6, and then left leg 50 straight. So I really don't know what the plus is, what that plus 70 is, if that's like raw damage, or strength modifier, or what. But yeah, there's 30 plus 4, minus 2 in that bracket, so I don't know what that entails. Let those guys run off while I finish up the patch notes. Oh no, oh. Yeah, I saved these nomads earlier. Oh, also, they added a new hat. Not sure what they mean by that, if it's a cosmetic or what. How injured is this guy? Is he already splinted? Nah, he's already splinted. First aid. Split. Yeah, I just like to help them out a little bit. These nomad guys are actually really cool. Fixed a random camera jump when tracking a character, which I didn't really experience, but I guess other people did. Or if I experienced it, I didn't really know I did, if that makes sense. Fixed some NPCs getting deleted from the world if they got knocked out or imprisoned. I've had that problem for a while. I was trying to do the live training dummies. I have a couple cages in my home base that I block up dust bandits and starving bandits. I did a couple black dragon ninjas just because they have the higher stats, but yeah. So that's nice that they're not going to be disappeared anymore. Fixed dead animals appearing in trade lists. That has to do with the nomads. That's the nomads kind of thing, is they come by and sell you animals. Fixed a numpad. Yeah, other than that, just fixed a few small crashes and things like that. So not a ton of things in the list of patch notes, but a couple. I'm also noticing that there's a slight graphical change that happened. It's not in the patch notes, but I noticed it. Some of the animations seem a little bit smoother, while some of the textures seem slightly grainier. I've not changed my settings at all, so I don't know if this was something to do with the patch update or, you know, specifically what. But yeah, this is me on the cusp of the fourth quarter, which there's a lot of bones, a lot of giant bones, a lot of spacecraft. So yeah, that's what's new with Kenshi 0.99.3 currently out on the experimental. I will probably continue playing some Kenshi and then maybe discuss or show off some of the fourth quarter in the near future, if I got some time. Well guys, that does it for the Kenshi update. Stay safe on the front line.